kasiye boy eye Ecobank adaroma and waso yasene ama yede bro.
From one to your mamma in our cover strong code by UTV from to break Cassiabo as soon as and some who do be a yabuabuan on a sinconia ya de barbesomo and some be the aquatino Cassiabo Yabati any. Ghana Mount Penny Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kache Ghana for you say NDC Abaya what you my Ghana Benya Kessian project in Nubia a year water project or pressure so bet me every year a what na memo paying a soul. Teacher unions are who do be a wosunya and no bono mantemo. Once more day to join and say none wonder they walk out about Kupia Montana so Ed Tron send before Vice Chancellor Ewo Yune was a son some Yadia no crab hokra a chiamunti Ghana for Mote Mumboskoto and Tunchene. Yabet also the near chem won 50 mantema this year bia one word in a command one more say Ghana by say Brimudie. Adam Crapa Penny Honum, Suku Dan Papani Honum, one more quantum Powatiti Prapa Samtino, Abanya Bibi and Fansumomo. And then we in some Pinaka when you sing Konya de as some more. A dear me just one a got a gun to one lady or in a wa, Casse a boa in Africa Siabono, a Muncho Mancasa, and Ghana Mount Penny Excellency John Dramani Mahamadi Atujaya Watcher say Kotoaba December Bossman de Tosun Son Field Pino any Edunina Ghana for the Dona to Abadema NDC Abana Ntia Bremudie Medasia Pro Bon what Yashisha so what Nenia Chemu Timantemo Kwan what Yatuja Watcher say ya water project who drove be Timus Tibia Women Koye and no water project near Damanko-Kpassa water project no was in Yameya Duma NDC Abai Bewie at Yamadishi.
I stand before you today humbled by the opportunity to address a pressing issue that affects us all, and that's access to clean drinking water. The Damanko-Kpassa water system, which serves almost 20 communities, namely Damanko, Papaye, Damanko Badule, Jato Okra, Kabre Okra, Jato Prakra, Sibi Central, Sibi Badule, Sibi Hilltop, Chokosi Akra, Kantinka, Accra, Tindani, Accra, and Kpassa, the district capital, have been facing significant challenges with access to water. For far too long, the people of these communities have struggled with an inadequate supply of water due to broken down pumps and damaged pipelines. This has resulted in hardship and inconvenience for our citizens. But I'm pleased to announce to you that government has taken decisive action to address this issue. As part of our commitment to improving the lives of Ghanaians, the government, through the Community Water Sanitation Agency, has prioritized the reconstruction of the Damanko-Kpassa water system as one of two major water projects for this year, 2025. Provision has been made for it in this year's budget, and so work will start to reconstruct the Damanko-Kpassa water system. We'll replace the damaged pipes, we'll reconstruct the water intake and treatment units, and upgrade all leaking PVC pipes with durable HDPE pipes. This will ensure a consistent flow of water and improve water supply across all the 20 communities that I just mentioned. The project will benefit almost 70,000 people in the Nkwanta North District. As leaders, we must ensure that our citizens have access to clean drinking water. And I'm confident that this intervention will significantly improve the quality of life in these communities. The project is estimated to cost almost 40 million cedis and is expected to be completed within 18 months.
Ghana Mount Penny Excellency John Dramani Mama Manesi or Motwas, which them send Yamea Admancha Dambai and Samso, Wababe Sea, a Woti River no so.
Modern infrastructure is the backbone of national development. OT region is a key transit zone for food and goods from the north to the south, and it deserves focused and targeted investments. The Eastern Corridor Road, one of our country's most strategic transportation links, is a top priority under my administration. And I assure you that the completion of the Nkwanta-Kpassa OT Damanko stretch of the Eastern Corridor will not be delayed. Indeed, as I speak, it's captured under the Big Push program, and commencement has been signed for the contractors to go to site and complete their segments of the road. The minister has assured them that any work they do and raise a certificate, when they present the certificate to the Ministry of Finance, within 2 weeks they will be paid their money. But beyond the Damanko-Kpassa Damanko stretch, I'm pleased to announce to you that the following critical road projects are currently going through the required procurement processes under the big push. They've received commencement certificates, and now they are at procurement to decide which contractors are going to be selected to execute. And these are the construction of the Dambai Bridge over the Oti River. I can assure you that this bridge will commence this year. We will cut the sword for this bridge together. I'll come and we'll go and cut the sword for. We'll cut the sword for the bridge to start.
Yet Wakasieboyi Eso. Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana, Kache Ghana, Mampeni, Excellency John Dramani Mahama Sewambesreno. NDC Aban Betina Sono Kamia say a church for a nurse for Guta Fonkutona Bran Washer Womaneso, 1 year Shenka for the Sebu Moody Cra and Kassam. What the Sansom waking up to John Wood Watchers and Nanwada Bra, Na Kane Mampeni, Winyan the baby called Professor John Evans Fifi Atamils, what Tesson, what Tony Boise Ghana buying now for Susika Crabia Banks near Collabo, Sanya Bay. We your shenkeni obetimenya shan etwe so eni ya ye kase de NDC aban we ba ya wo mo atwe wo mani ensem pina ka we ho e na pa wili ya we national chairman wo de atudwa
ni je se Ghana na emre ya chi a okoye no ya uza Ghana democracy akona ni mu pa obi anu a waye kuwe ya tu aba ya kwa no ya ba no ya be take over e nga driver for na me ba ni se em say okoye ni ye wo so de ni giant papa jo mama en ye tu abawie 8 months ni ye hu en papa ni da en die ye se ne eye da kese a ye nyina won ba be hia e wo ye papa tames na so e di ni 13 years no ye ba ye papa jo mama ye be hu nanim keke ni ye de acheche re na ka ya da na se ba bi odi petrol free abedu na ama petrol akofam na mom ye nyina wa fidie so aka che papa jo mama se ebe swiftire yan papa atamesi se ono na ne ba ne yan papa jo mama oma yan papa jo mama nkan ya driver fo a e wo Ghana nkan concerned drivers association dia yedi na chi no on kayen oni yan vice president eni yan mami Lodina eni yan papa chief of staff wo mun kai Ghana driver fo if say wo ma kai chicha fo o kai several man fo aka driver fo aka school fo aka yanga driver for enti wo mu check cake na won ka ya driver for enti ene se mu yanga driver for say ye ba na ye besu a che papa tamas say ya papa jo mama da wia oda na dwo oda no pew o man nka ya driver for no man ye ni kita man pa driver for ni ho a obi e ni ho ye hye ya papa jo mama bo say ye bedi na chi a lord fe no ye ntum bio da if it's a petrol no ye pese san ko from bio na ko from bio na ko from bio na bra adama fon so ye nya sika hwe yire no ye da Ghana fo nyina se aya papa tamas fi mu no ye nyina ya ko so ahwe man so abeduri ha ye da Ghana fo nyina se bi nka ye ntwedi ampo nyankopon se onko so kai emre bia
Oswafo ya wohwe mebunu mpunto wonsam so wo my Ghana mo George Opariado na waya amamrene amane mebunu afahye adwumedi afimu wapa hontoma botai ne so wo beboasa ne beya Ghana mebunu so ye betimi ejina ina so.
One of the defining moments of this year's celebration will be the National Youth Conference from the 10th of August to the 12th of August. Over 5,000 young Ghanaians, the largest gathering in recent memory, will converge not just for speeches and sessions, but for something greater, a marketplace of ideas. It will be a space where innovation meets opportunity, where ambition is sharpened by collaboration and where potential is transformed into purpose. On August 20th, we will host our multi-stakeholder dialogue, a powerful reminder that youth development is not just the job of one institution, but a shared responsibility. The month of August is not just a page in the calendar. It is a nationwide, extra intentional and deliberate ignition of passion, talent, energy, and civic spirit. It is our collective responsibility to sustain that flame beyond the festival lights into classrooms, boardrooms, laboratories, farms, marketplaces, and community halls all year round. As we launch the National Youth Month and Festival 2025, let it be said that Ghana believed in its youth, not just with applause, but with action and enduring opportunities. Let's ignite potential, let's inspire change, and let us work boldly with our youth towards the Ghana we all want. Today, as Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, I hereby declare that the 2025 National Youth Festival is officially launched. Thank you.
Call upon every young Ghanaian to actively participate in these activities. This is your month, a time to showcase your talent, share your ideas, learn new skills, connect with opportunities that can transform your life. To our stakeholders and partners, I urge you to embrace our youth with open arms, provide mentorship, create opportunities, invest in their potentials. The National Youth Festival 2025 is more than a celebration. It is an investment in Ghana's future. When we ignite the potential of our youth, we inspire change that ripples through communities, transforms lives, and propels our nation towards greater prosperity. We envision a Ghana where every young person has access to quality education, meaningful employment, opportunities to contribute to national development. We see a future where our youth are not just beneficiaries of development programs, but architects of our nation's progress. To Ghana's youth, I say, your time is now. Your potential is limitless. Your voices matter. This month and every month, we are committed to igniting your potential and inspiring the change our nation needs.
Oswafo ya washo my Ghana sika samso Dr. Kesila Toba Folsen wakasa ya watches NDC ababet no my Ghana benyu akese so no na sika sam no atete apro apansama ise kontebe NDC aba na womu eto wobo ase hihye sede be ya nyoma nyina betimi ewie peye edi ama Ghana fo nyina na wode sansem wo nyina todwa enei ewo critical issue dwumedie so bra na ejakwab na wo bisa ne sete bia benpote NDC ababet wo my Ghana sika sam wase bra na wo muti opposition afutu die efa ne sikasam toto ye fa pem nyina wo guso ya wode masa abra ne MPP aban sene be ya wo my Ghana sikasam toto ye betime gina na so wo mutufu nanso nyade akwan bia so MPP aban panifo tie ya wode ye adwuma
maybe a finance minister in January, I think 24th or so, when I became the Minister of Finance. Within a month, and I yabo more than yabo ama or yeah treasury bill rate were before. And we took office now, it was going like that. So within a month, we were able to turn it around. You know, the MPP for ya. That one more kind. Oh, artificial, you are man of some crop. On ye, oh, bet to us and nature to the car of Coco the year, bet to us and nature this year. How many months? February, March, April, May, June, July. In fact, it has even improved. It has even improved. And they said the same thing. See, they started, I appreciate also you 1 week after the following week, or bet too free. What are we saying? The city is still stable. The city is still stable. Whatever you are seeing, Adibiara, it will be there. Only Siwa by the moon. Oyen Papa President Mahama Naban NDC Aban Yatna Siatishe Yada Tutuye New Hude Yaya Damadi Besmesi. So it is not there Sebe Ofi Baby Noraba. Oyen Shishaya Yatna Sia Dreno Yin Midday Yamiya Duma Baby Yadins amount to turn over to Wakwe Yamay. Inflation of Bakwa Wabafum. city na hoɔden no bɛgyina do ɔyɛ nyame na adoma treasury bill rate lending rate ɔbɛba fam nti I can see a trajectory a ɔbɛboa ma no I can see economic growth doing well I can see a Ghana amena awo mbranti na nketesi a wɔpɛ adwuma yɛ wɔnyɛ adwuma yɛ wɔbɛtumi anyɛ adwuma yɛ but let me say Ija binom say that what kind of MPP for one foundation I will see so foundation papa bi wɔ dem Ghana I've been to the foundation 8 years one build the foundation amboa ma wa ankasa wentum wan kyerɛ Ghana for the botumi ayɛ nanka wentum an yɛ till MDC yɛ ba abɛnim ansa na botumi bɛsesɛ if they can do it if they say it is artificial I've been to one so one artificial ni bi they were in office for 8 years if it is that simple that they could do no we betu wa aboa ma sidi na hoɔden no wa abɛfom na so yɛ artificial abɛdi nti wɔn so wentum anye bi abɛdi nti na ɔyɛ foundation na wɔn wentum anye this is the government MPP abana wɔtum wɔde Ghana ɔman Ghana what drive him into the ditch ibi ebe yi car na efi mo so nka wɔma me kwana nka motum atwen but ja matna ho for 8 years mentum atwen but obi aba wɔtwa amena na megina chi na mekyerɛkyerɛ no on fund them if you could do it why didn't you do it that better than Ghana for it in there we sat back as a political party we saw MPP for one mistakes we cautioned them we advised them against it there that way you know nye wonjai no way the man obobu Ghana they did not listen to us na Ghana for the opportunity man but because we saw what they were doing because we knew that you catch when the one year the way the man zama butuma asana one thing when we came to office we were able to implement it in zama you catch when the one year no ka woye ya nka Ghana yenkodu baby we kodu sebe Ghana amana ye na yendia ni tna heja me banese mama futu bia onfa ho sebe pawasemo me pawasemo it is your contribution for our country I should listen to you nesa mo kwana se mo de asema eja kan yo ya asem papa ma me nko gina baby kra me nka de enye de we mfimi nkyane nti me mfa nye adwuma adweno yi pakroti ne tirim so I'm here you are interviewing me but se ka bibi kyerem na say in the course of the process adibiba me kwa fia o de me dwomo da the masama papa ken maybe me de edwuma be ye without even attributing it to eja you can do the job na corona ye amahen 8 years they couldn't do it 8 years they couldn't do it
also for ya osho my Ghana sikasem so Dr. KZ Latoba force yamanensi hon moto aso ekye se NDC ababetina so no policies no ne anu wodene wodi egu akwan so ntisi ade o my Ghana isikasem fapem no wo se ekone ni mu anesa
John Mahama send the man on fa nenuado rather we've gone for that money ye da babeka ho ye dey development wo money mu ye too or money will too akwanenyum. So these are some of the things that we've put in place and I believe they are yielding positive results. We've already seen the economic growth wa manumodo non-oil GDP growth we saw a growth of 6.8%. The last time you heard non-oil GDP growth to 6.8% was 2018. Since 2018 you heard that yamena domara omanen bibia chrede economy all point into the right direction. I have always said that I would be very wrong to say that everything is okay. Everything is not okay. Rather, in Zama started ye anya me ya duma bibia butuma koye amahen. Nti ye bompay ye we ye ho dwuma so. Ye nyi dade hunye de into ha ma December nso de I can boldly say there now Ghana ahohehia ye komin ye refim na 2026 record we can start pursuing investment.
national coordinator Edema Free Senior High School Jumedie eye Benita Dia wakasa watcher sensi ade no krese Ghana ban Jumedie kese ekoso ye kono kwanto asosuku no wode ankwankra de ade aka ho
high schools in free SHS program a mirage or reality is both provocative and appropriate. For years, the idea of including private senior high schools in the free SHS initiative seemed like a distant dream, even to the most optimistic minds. But I am pleased to announce today, unequivocally, that the government of Ghana has moved this vision from the realm of aspiration to the realm of action. In a bold and strategic move, the government has commenced a pilot inclusion of 60 private senior high schools in the free SHS program. How to say St. Richard's is part of the private school piloting. It's carefully structured to ensure quality assurance, compliance, and alignment with national curriculum standards.
Prime Minister, St. Andrews has continued to churn out enviable results over the years, with the school obtaining the highest honors in 2020 when we were adjudged as one of the best performing 10 schools by both WAEC and the Ghana Education Service. Know that St. Andrews Senior High School has been selected to participate in the novel pilot free SHS program for private schools set to begin in September this year. This is owing to the quality of teaching and non-teaching staff and the excellent facilities as inspected by the Ghana Education Service. At this juncture, I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to the President of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
We need to stop that one go school one go pay. It is not a fair statement. We need to stop that.
NDC abamu penifo de atodwa ya watch say bremu de resetting Ghana agenda no wuso odosum Ghana for them so ema lawyer ni ba ko akasa ne de wode todwa say bremu de wo hwe wo my Ghana mantem dunsia na sama dodo na aka ene say sidi ne enya hoden enya ne ntuo gina so inflation nyamia ya dum guso ekofom lawyer ya sopa ene wo bepie mum wo critical issue dwumedie so no watch sampa dwumedie na say hihye bia NDC abawo yentia amo my Ghana sidi enya ne ntrojina so so na wo my Ghana sika samfa pemejina naso na wo say yetimi bo wo mo abaso.
We must all recognize that at least for the last 6-7 months it appears the financial conditions of Ghana and as the economy is getting a clear sense we're getting leaders that appears we can all trust. At least so far, by the evidence we are seeing in 6-7 months, Kamya is saying, the growing trust is coming, and Minkwana Maker over feature our rating of B- is a show of confidence. Quarter risk of doing business in Ghana and other countries. A report me actually say, oh yeah, Jumawaha, or risk me, reporter March, no reporter June. Clearly, the risk of doing business in Ghana, Abafom, which means Nyama Akosro, or they compare 7 other countries. I share where report clearly things are getting better in Ghana. So we must commend the leadership of this country. Yeah, but we would say it. So which needs commendation. I think that we should all acknowledge that Sebi and then you caution him on the other things which they need to do. I am the finance minister Nankasa Jitum no come and listen to say no managing and say we are out of the woods yet. Makawa has said the true test of this economy. DDP restructuring, but the other principles. Neko share no aya overload debt no. In 2026 ni 2027. Hono ena nkomo na nkasa wo. Kwan e be fa say the principles due. Now here the nature of the debt restructure that. Fa kwa e be fa ko sika abeti asa aka pudo na esi enim no for purposes of the principles of the restructure. Me as a professional in risk management, they are major Ghana economy ho. And I think the finance minister has said it. Say those are very difficult things, but said you must start build the funds embu hono na yenya said ya ho akwan a edibeti asaka no. Until yes, Myanmar are beginning to take shape, but the risks in this economy is by no means over. Yes, we've made significant progress, but ensemble ensign of course inflation above over the 13.7. It's a really good news, but question I want to say reduction in increasing prices no sabi what happened. You need price control regime, but before also has the price been passed on. And I think that the last words of the minister is to beg a judge for say abaya enough for mudie kwan be na a judge for so be your mudie ye to me regulating market directly say enka say to bibia say, but there can be price transparency regimes competition law ni consumer protection law amount for starting the bed ya ohoni. Maybe this is the time to say a better consumer protection. A share will be say, Kwaya of us will share Obuono, Fatuja. It is a me cost price, your cost with basic accounting. A better just a profit, your cost selling price minus cost price. Indeed, Kwaya me fast or me to Madiano. Mitifi Kwaya me fast or me to one and me faso.
Yet was ye the nature more my Ghana Mrasha be the fee or so far your bonny dean say what no your software be the chobesha and Hodson sense or sanso ANDC Mrasha be Genia with Gina what the Madashia. What was send off a battle and Perseus James Dachi Quason and what dear to judge him say a dear friend LGBTQI plus and once so was see what my Ghana foot your Sasun your mamre and your money and so what is answer winging out to Jabra will copy him of vetting committee and him and what my Ghana Mrasha be the fee.
I want to find out from you your very independent view on LGBTQ+.
My independent view, as a true African, I'm not in favor of LGBTQ. You see, I was in Canada when LGBTQ was liberalized. I was one of the people who was against it in my community. So answer to the question is that I would never support LGBTQ for cultural reasons, for religious reasons, and for the sanity of our own nation. Thank you.
We in the for parliament says you want my warrior Jumedi Kessia wa ada. Na penny for the to dry your waters a fapem say betimi abuasane be galam say ye betimi etu asosa project management institute Ghana penny for abamane ya waters a bremudie galam say tete Ghana fonti and na sa Jumedi Kessia we what the share so.
The elements that we put together, particularly working along integrated value chains, making sure we throw a strong anchor in agriculture, agro-processing, and also link it up with all the different aspects of our economy in terms of Grow 24, which is the agricultural component, Make 24, which is the manufacturing component, Connect 24, which is a key supply chain component, and then Fund 24 is the financing component, and Build 24 is the infrastructure component, and Show 24 is a cultural component, which shows that our culture is also a commodity and must be exported to showcase who we are, not only as Africans and as Ghanaians, but also our capacity in terms of developing our own resources, becoming self-reliant, and becoming inclusive and creating real jobs.
Oswafo ya wo hwe nkronkuma memmo mpunto ho nsam so eye Ahmed Ibrahim won wo kasa wo sre se Christopher Mpenifo ene nananom atena nkunya empepini ya na ensem fa Ghana ho a wo monka bi wasre se wo manka bi a Ghana betete aprapa nsam a entimi ensiesie wo man no kra.
So presiding bishop, I must once again commend you for taking this bold initiative to recognize our chiefs and queen mothers in the Methodist Church. Not so long ago, even politicians, if you were a politician and you were a Christian, politics is a dirty game, so Christians cannot go into politics. So we were also relegated to the background. But thank God, the leadership of our Christian fraternity in the country are recognizing politicians, recognizing chiefs, recognizing queen mothers in our developmental process. This is the best way to go. When chiefs and queen mothers and pastors and politicians come together, there is no problem we cannot solve. And that will bring the true accountability we are talking of. So when it comes to the development institutional membrane of this country, the custodians of that development institutional membrane is the chiefs and queen mothers.
Inti saganan mi ehiem na se alka bibi yedi se bibi fi aban ho a e ba hwe na aban da mo kwod oyen onkwodun ye no on develop him patem say development banana mu he kroma we are also good.
If you any akawo ewu whether somotunem in Jew parliament in Jew schools in Jew kufeku ni akawo ewu mi asane woye anukwale ekumefe mo kesumo dani obanye wo ketwa wo Ghana ma wo machine ene nke chonye ake enwo na aka mene nyeche mba fitanye ye bie ihe ewomi ni ma face no talo ni ma kudo pe ka shibini wo ba gbena wo ni ba isahi ni ibua ewie mo fe na nke ha ina wielo ni ikwa ha nye mambi.
Emrashe bedweni ya wojina hode ma adesha wotema West Abaton Pesias lawyer James Enu edia tudwa ya watche se dwumedie kese odesha so sakumo no Ramsa site no wose ebremu de omde so kese dia to so se mo follow UTV e kase ebo abemu se Ramsa site honom na ye de bulldozer ne ade bonso obi dan pa ne ye dwirigu fom na amanfo wo mo bob na wo manu dem wo mu su wo mu tietiem yese na no ye aguso wo dwirigu pe na nanu matena nkonyane adehye bi omo nungwa wo mo kire se nya ade ne tie bi ombe tumintino wa yechira no wodene ene wode hyehyɛ so
me mesre se obia nya abukyere obia ma nakoma embra fom mejidi se in these matters no dialogue and you betimi e dey resolving it is sramu obia nya den ema nakoma embra fom yenim se for some time now there has been some demolition exercises going on in this area your friend Ramsa side Sakuma no about a month or so ago some demolition exercises were done and omu break here for some time and so some houses were pulled down. Now Mijidi said Nuntina Munina Magadawa had this crowd Abawa to come and demonstrate against the exercise at Ekoso. Now Mitimi who said tensions are very high. And Minya information said Omobe exercise Wahano Minyantia said tensions are very high. Until today there was likely say some crowd will be gathering. And Nuntina Mibaya should maybe share this heavy crowd here. Mabase Mobe demonstrating. As the MP of the area, no be a koso have a family. Now I also have to come on board and intervene to make sure say the SCD 2 year ni aden ya dia 2 year into Misremo me who situation I went to the presidency to express the concerns Mudiaba on board in Sema Mudia 2 year the reason why you are not happy with the exercise I koso no and them concerns in the company mpanyinfo the presidency na me di tu mpanyinfo anim so omuti ase say concerns amudi aba no eto asum nti because of that no omo put the exercise on hold for now nti enne no through the intervention I made with the presidency no omo afre the leadership of the operation say omo hold you on for now. Now what we are going to do is engage you to have a conversation with all the key stakeholders. Info Muamutia Resident Association for this week from Enekoya may having meetings, series of meetings. How to go about it.
This is all we are looking for, but this is not all. We don't want a situation whereby they've halt, they'll come back the next day for something else. We are pleading with everyone, the government and the officials and everyone who concerns of the Ramsar site. We are the indigenous of Nungwa, and what we know, the Sakumono land belongs to Nungwa. So even if it's been obtained for wildlife purposes and for some reasons it's not ongoing, we are pleading with the government of our interest that we've encroached on the land, not all. We are pleading with them to consider that it's not only Nungwa people who have encroached on here, but the whole Ghana. So we are pleading with them. It shouldn't be just a halt, but they should take into measures and considerations how best they can make the place very suitable for us to live.
They cannot sack us from there. Where are we going to sleep? Where are we going to sleep? So we should have a map line about the place and see how best. We don't say that they shouldn't break. They have break some. Where they have break, some it's okay. We know they say it's in water place. It's okay. But where there's no water, no, we beg. Still we are begging them. When you go back to the presidency, you should beg on our behalf. Yada so ejinima rehosam kese ekoso Ramsar site for na womu ene UTV kase wedding koma no work kire Ghana banse ene wiase ayedene pa ene cement bo ba de workese concrete iron rods bo no enya de da fom tie dwuru den gu a na ya de bia emu omo ya enti womu ka kire Ghana banse ne tie bia wonhwe so betimi apata womo wasi eye mpo ne ye bedwure gu kura ne ye bo omo hu kura ken de waboa ho wani wote ho no ma wonim se ne tie bia da se woda ye bedwure gu nanso womo te womo nke bi hye womo te ya ne se bulldozer chamfa na sefo ebia chese mranti akenti na wom gina ho wom se aba wedie wom mpe ne toto mpe ne no ne tie bia no empata sika na womo hwe nim se wom nsa betimi aka.
So here is it. We wanted to know the reason for the demolition, whether it's because it's Ramsar site or it's because it's a waterlogged area. Now we wrote to the Forestry Commission when some other people down here encroached beyond the agreed boundaries that we have arranged with the previous government. The previous government and the Herikoti with the RECSEC, Forestry Commission, all other state interested parties were part of the committee. It was set and the boundaries were set. Now, later on we saw people going beyond the boundary, and then we wrote to Forestry Commission, draw their attention, and our letter received attention, and then they came to do a demolition. They wanted to add those on the highland, and we indicated that no, those people are on the highlands. We have our community map, and this place is on the highland. They left, and then we were waiting for them to go to other places. Community 5 is there. The same Harbour View, we have other buildings in the water beyond the boundary that we have set. Down here, they decided not to go there. They went there in the morning. They left those buildings in the water, and they moved to dry lands here. Then you are coming to demolish it, and you are demolishing without notice. If the people have wrongly built without permit, do the government have to demolish without notice? No.
Going forward, there should be serious engagement, but for now they should stop the demolition. Yes. It's not the right way towards the right direction. Yes. Because we have invested so much money here, and then the secretary to the association is the NDC chairman around the area, and what they are doing is disgracing him. That's my secretary, and they are disgracing terribly.
What happened yesterday, which no notice was given to us, I think the government should really compensate us, because if you see the kind of structure that have been brought down, it's an eyesore, and I don't think you will just wake up one day and you see your building brought down like that without any compensation. The government really needs to compensate.
Where they've actually demolished, particularly my site like this, is a very dry highland. So my question is, why was it demolished? What is the reason for the demolition? We were not told. I own the property. Okay, so I should have been told, informed of whatever exercise that they are taking on, should be told.
Yet to akasieboyi eso na nwada na MPP amanyoko e de conference kese share so won krapompuni mantemo wo mo gina yesi a wosi ne bi ne se wo ye pani a wo ye national officer na as minister wo ye deputy na so ye pani kwanchefo bi a institution bi wo da no na pese wo prese wo be ye mrahye bedwani wo bia ye a wo mo MP dadade asa nipa no e wo se wo di brotimi de to ho no bosom dumienu kuransa yetimi akosie ne ni se yekoto aba e ba ne se bia pese wo prese wo him franka e de ma party so an yetibia no bosom be se aduonu nan entem eno nam so mapani kwanchefo ya wo chama nyosem e University of Ghana Legon Dr. Abdul Atiku wakasa ya wo kire se sajina yesie no one ya appointees no e na benya so mfa so pa
wo kase ebia so person contest election bebia NPP party ni ewo member of parliament no a so we minister was say resign. 12 months or so, right? We minister, and as a deputy minister, and as a CEO, and as a government appointee, right? I was say we resign opposition. Now, we contested, right? The advantage in say a bit to me, Teresa, Sebia, so that's so ekura, sa degree, that's so ekura sa position, so we contest, because we campaign, and no, so it will affect. Who ejumana who here as a minister and as a deputy minister and as a CEO. So in that sense, you know, I think that it will affect ejumana who here. The other aspect has to do with the fact say a bano sanso obi a we sitting member of parliament, right? So one know a sitting member of parliament anyway no resign. Contest it means that they will have a sitting member of parliament is expected to say you will also be in parliament undertaking your duties. So now all parliament we no now we need some advantage now because right now they are no longer government appointees or they are no longer government appointees, whether I CEOs, ministers and as deputy ministers. So they will have the opportunity to be campaigning in our constituency, parliament. So I mean on the other hand though, so is it to Sassoboni or something? I mean the sitting member of parliament, because you are also supposed to discharge your duty in parliament. So either way, you know, I mean, even though Omaino will benefit because you will no longer be there, it will give opportunity to other people to serve, right? So it means that once you are not contesting, you are not holding your position and contesting. Actually, say why you wage man, but a view of resources, right? Because just only pana obi obi wa ejuma. 2 years as a minister and yes obeso contesting you know resign the position. So the argument is say ebia a bit me I reduce the amount of resources and then what about then then what about the members of parliament obi member of parliament go obi okra was a minister and that person will have access in that sense even though you are limiting others and amount ever. So I do not think that a bit Myanmar that level playing.
Ye kwa humano si eni ye nua bema Jacob Kubi e kwa akodi nkomo na asem bi esi e wo kaso akwantempo no so abrante ba kwa asebe ebusuamu ni mu a abrante ne didam na wote wheelchair mu ebre bia asebe obegina kwan ni mfimfi no na ye pia na firi ho wasa betena hodom akoso achenti ye de na bo electric pole mu yankwa na Jacob entoaso enfamaye Jacob akwa abawie
Yejizo mini aba
abrante na matesa okra no we pia na pen enchemu ankasa to sen
Yo, some abetu day, Abranche friend parkway with a year 25 years. Now, budum room on it now for now more. Now, we did them. Now, them now we did 18, you know, do anapa, when you're sorry, no, I can't read them, and one on a budum room more home, now, to Fluon Swa, Uniba Aka Highway, a horn or D attention.
etumi ebi wɔ hɔ a otumi kɔ ɛyɛ the background hɔ mo na wati free home speed gidigidi na abɛsi kwani mu take sometime kaa abɔ no mpɛ baako ɛnan nyina eti no nyame adom ɔda so ɛte ase na wei na ɛyɛ budumbom ɛkwan yɛ ɔmo ate ase sɛ ɔmo yɛ efi budumbom ɛkɔ wini bɛyi ama traffic abakwan no so yie paa nti ɛma ɛyɛ MCT depot ɔmo wɔ ɛyɛ budumbom ɛne kasoa ɛna ɛyɛ a ɔmo hwɛ ɛyɛ ɛkwan no so na saa abiri biara ɔmo bɛba ɛhɔ mo no na aberante yi etwintwa ɔmo naase na ɛyɛ ɛna ne nansa ɛna ɛyɛ aberante yi ɛsan ɛyɛ the same thing ɔmo wɔ apolisifoɔ no kyerɛ mu ɔmo wɔ ɛyɛ police station hɔ no mu sɛ traffic na ate didindi pa yie nti ɔsɛ na ɛyɛ abiri bi ɔmo kɔ kwan no so kɔyɛ ɔmo adwuma no ɔmo kɔ pɛpɛɛpɛ ɔmo kɔyɛ a na ɛyɛ paako eti ɛna ɔde ne heat no akɔbɔ fam ɛwɔ ɛyɛ kaa kwan ne mfimfini akaata na etwa mu no so no ɔmo yɛ ɔmo agye sɛ ɔmo ti fam akɔfa no edi firi hɔ nti polisifoɔ no kɔfa no efiri hɔ mo epia no efiri ɛyɛ ɛkwan no ho de kɔ sorosoro no waa sanka awofoɔ no ɛbɛba abɛfa no ɛde akɔ ɔmo yɛ ne saa wie no ɔmo firi ɛyɛ beebi asɛm ne si yɛ no yɛfrɛ hɔ mo big apple ɛna ɔmo firi big apple ɛkɔ ɛyɛ triple x a ɔmo boa na hɔ mo traffic no so akɔ ɔmo twɛn afei de ɔmo gyina ha ɔmo sɛ efi big apple hɔ mo ɛba ɛyɛ triple x ne kaa bia ɛmba nti ɔmo sa ɔmo eti ba ɛbɛhyɛ sɛ deɛ na esi wɔ hɔ kaa bi na asɛe anaasɛ deɛn ɔmo ba yɛ a na ɛyɛ paako esi ya abiom ɛna ɔde ne heat no abɛgyina ɛyɛ ɛkwan ne mu nti adehyɛ a ɛwɔ hɔ mo no ɛboa polisifoɔ no ɛna ɔmo twe ne heat no efiri kwan ne mu ɛkɔ ɛyɛ light bulb bi a ɛbɛn ho ɛna ɔmo kyekyere ɛyɛ ne bike no ɛwɔ hɔ mo ɛna ɔmo gya ne hɔ na ɔmo kɔ na saa abere a ɔmo kyekyere no wɔ ɛyɛ light bulb no na obi nso gyina beebi a okita mobile phone otwa yɛ ɛnoa ne straight to social media a ɛda TikTok ɛma ɛyɛ apolisifoɔ ɔmo wɔ ɛwɔ Central East ɛwɔ kasoa ehu saa asɛm no mene wo ka sɛ polisi ni a ɔma ɔkyekyere aberanteɛ de from ɛyɛ light bulb no yakin n'edwuma ɛde asensan ɛno na ade si a ɔmo yusu ɛyɛ Uniba Accra highway ɛyɛ adrabafoɔ ɔmo obudumbrom ɛne otimanfoɔ ɔmo obudumbrom kyerɛ mu sɛ asɛm wei deɛ ɔmo nte aseɛ nti ɔmo de adesrɛdeɛ ɛɛto polisi mpanyinfoɔ nim sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ polisi ni no ɛyɛ boapayɔ ɛna ɛyɛ aberanteɛ ne saa na mmom ɔbɔ aberanteɛ ne ho ne nkwa ho mmom ɛban mifiri hɔ no mekɔ ɛyɛ paako esi mu fie a ɛno wɔ obudumbrom hɔ a mekɔdu hɔ mekɔto ne maame ɛna ne maame kyerɛ mu sɛ ɛda na ɔmo kyekyere ne de bɔɔ fone no ho no apolisifoɔ ne ba ne fie bɛfrɛ ɔno maame no na ɔkɔfa ne ba ɛna ɔde ne ba efie na ne ba ne suba a ɔwɔ mu ano no ebi hɔ a bɛsɛ 3 days 4 days na ɔmo hu no nkurɔfoɔ na ɛyɛ ɛde ne ba nti asɛm wei aba sɛ ni deɛ ɔno maame no egyina mu apa apolisifoɔ mpanyinfoɔ sɛ polisi ni na yɛatwe n'adwuma ade asensan no ɔmo pakyɛw ɔmo ma ne nkɔ yɛ n'adwuma na ɔmo ba no saa na ɔteɛ ɛyɛ nyame po ɛna ɛyɛ adom na ɔda so si nkwam na kaa abɔ no baako ɛnan ɛwɔ ɛyɛ budumbrom.
Okay, nti wɔn mo de saa asɛm no to apolisifoɔ mpanyinfoɔ anim na akɔsi sɛn.
Sisi mi ni o ka se deɛ ɛfi da ɔmo ka saa asɛm no yɛnya NC bibi ayɛ.
Oh, okay, yo, ɛnni ma yɛ n'aseɛ. Okay, Jacob Kobi yɛdase ɛne wamanebo yɛgyina we so na yɛtwa ho sima yɛba obeti afotuo bi a yɛde kwa magana nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ. Yes, I'm a munyina kwaba bi me de ba yekase ebopono so afa ye pem e de ani akyemu e wonsem foforo so. Teacher union sa hodo bi e wo uni esuapon kese mu e no wobono mantem no wo mo kase. Wode a wode to dwanse na no ada won ka bi hyemu e na beto dwanse de obokrata ba ko bi e wo my god mu a watron nsema hodo bi afa pani kwanchefo ya woda suapo ya no meche vice chancellor no. Nia wotro ne se papa sebe e ba ne kata so hye ne pro ye dwumde kankan a adokro ne se no komua wasra se nye sa na centrofo ye dwumedie esi etie.
A publication be a free the new crusading guide edition of 16th July 2025 omo Emma headline say horrid rot at UNE senior staff petition president national security and charge one VC out sanse moina ye pese kase UTAG there yeni mo hwe anase sanse mo ka UTAG ye fi se e asema enya no kore na ensubia eni de ntia ye kasa ne se in fact enkofo bi ba ko mienu bi a omofi se ade bi o man ka so personal interest bi ntino ombunyu so ana o ma so person university ye media ye nya over many years no omo ese no enti the person ye kanyina se sasemo a the new crusading guide anase nkofo bi kan enya asemo a ye no correct ti ye wo pa se ye members ni bi a ye nim te se omo emfa university lay down procedure emfam making sure say omo grievances no will be solved. Nti aye won pa nyema bi a bisi aye de say university hospital aye guso aye yesi university hospital establish a university pharmacy a lab any antenatal boa e ma ne omo ewo school han say university basic school first na yen kola omo te stores mu ana omo ye kire omade stores na ye kire omade omo ene we are university basic school ultra modern facility yesi vice chancellor edi IGF esi edi ama university any immediate environs ye friends saying oba ye general infrastructure yesi new administration block yesi new hospital yesi new basic school yesi new preschool Bank of Ghana auditorium yesi new hostels yesi aminoken ene aminoken ya commission a laboratory I best at a medical school ya commission and I'm do ningina IGF you go face scanning fee baby o sika kakra school fees kakra kan engineer say ningina ye mia ye ho na ye famu school.
As the chairman of Senior Staff Association Universities of Ghana UNE local ye publication na ye hu ye no caption le say na ye see caption no say senior staff petition the president na me so makoyo kan before me senior staff anim ewo yine e wo se yenso e chirichiri na e kan bibia ma mansan ehu se ne no kra ewum na kasa ne nyam no ye hwe University Act na Act 830 ene ye hwe university status no ma status 5B that is 5D ye hwe status no ma clearly is state staff categories e wo university ni enti we de e fasa akonya enso aka ache Ghana fo nyina se enye association no ene enye senior staff ku no na ye omo aye bo mudin e papers no omo anu disem. As the chairman of the Senior Staff Association as at now ye receive any official petition or any official communication from any of our members indicating these allegations that
Nano ne beto jasa od weni chemu water industrial area say ya eja anu odin ato adankwa be se ahanum emu na no omanfo ne super se ne sisi ye no na wo mu ani kra na wo ho so nti ebremu de wo mu hia moa emoa na wo guso a wo ka ho asem nti e na asafo ye de Salvation Army Ghana territory empanifo akoye wo mu adoye
ema ejasehie si ha no eyade eyete no ya naso yakoma so ya pa sanse nipa de okwa ho kyiremu a na onipa nso na otumi eden eboa wo yenya santie na yetu anamon se ye ba behwe ne yekoso na fe ya beboa wo nse ne ya ho de betumi ampa nso yesoma ma ye mpanimfo bi eba behwe bibia ene eyeda ya ba se kakra ewo ye nsem no se ne meka se de ewo odo nsem no de ma enuan ma ye Salvation asafo ewo America ma musoso ene Netherlands for na so ya se a ama yen yɛtumi bɛgyina ma no pɛyi awie na yɛde saa akyɛdeɛ a yɛhu no fefeefe ɛde ma yɛadehyeɛ yi a ɔyɛ Ghanafoɔ mbɛyi sɛ ɔnsom na ɔmomfo mmoa wɔ ho a ahokyerɛ ɔkɔɔ mu no nti
abɛpie ha yɛ adɔyɛ a Salvation Army yɛbɛyɛ de ma nnipa a wɔfita lai ha atɔyerɛ nkyɛm toɔ mu ɔmode ɔmade srɛdeɛ atu yɛnim asa asɔre ne daa sɛnea yɛyɛ no sɛ yɛkɔ kantamanto aha nso ɛyɛ gya ti abɛpie ha na yɛ akyɛdeɛ
atɔyɛ nkyɛm kasa ɛtɔ he no ɔyɛ Ghana Salvation Army ade a mo abɛyɛ amahende deɛ aseda kase na megyina edom yi nanim na wɔde ma Ghana Salvation Army fo
ɛnoma na ebi aba na nso de aba no yɛ dɔm ase ɔmo mbabo yɛ nyina yɛ dɔm ase na nso yɛ srɔm pa ɛnso yɛ ntie yɛhia mboa bebree obi hu yɛ mmɔbɔ yɛpɔ amanfo ɔkyɛw pa ɔmo hu yɛ mmɔbɔ na ɔmo bɛboa yɛ
deɛ mɛka akyerɛ Ghana Salvation Army ne sɛ nyame nhyira ɔmo ɛnoma na ahye wɔ ha no yɛnim sɛ ɔma yɛ ɔma fam deɛ nti yɛbɛsɛ Ghana mpanimfoɔ sɛ ɔmo ma mɛboa yɛ ne sɛ yɛhia mmoa paa ɛnoma paa na ahye no we de nso ma be bi yehia mmoa nkenkan kwala na mmoa ha sei no ɛne baabi ɔmo bɛkɔ toilet ne ade nyinaa no yehia mmoa so ɔmo mra mɛyɛ mmoa yɛda mo ase Ghana Salvation Army na menhyira mo
na nanom ahemfo ne wɔmanfo mo ekonfigi na nkoma ye no ɛwɔ mfimfini mantem na wɔn sɛ Ghana ban sɛ project ne bi wɔ hɔnom a yɛtwa akyire sɛbe wɔn hia agyanan bia ɛba na wɔn akwantempɔn so a enkoye kuranti aban bebi a wɔn su no nko awonim ɛna ɛtɔ
those who are there to tosre gyinankoma dom mma na menyin mpanyimfo nyinara dɛ nyame bo akwanbo yi yɛbɛsrɛ ndwuma bebree na ɔwɔ gyinankoma kuro yi mu ozi kan poyin yɛn community center ofi hɔ a yɛn toilet ɔyɛ mekyerɛ ɔyɛ agyanan a yɛkɔdo kuro yɛnyi bi wɔ mu yɛsrɛ gyankoma man dɛ ho a wakwantu wɔn mbra wɔn keka wɔn ho bo no wɔn mbra na wɔn mɔboa osana he a yɛwɔ kuro yi mu akrabɔtofo no yɛgudu dɛ yɛyɛ yɛafenam adze na yɛde boa man no na ho a wɔwɔ akwantum no so wɔn bɔ mɔden dɛ wɔbɔba na wɔabɔboa nkankan po ɔto a wɔatwa ama ho wɔn bɔ mɔden dɛ wɔbɛba abɔboa wɔbɛbutua na yɛn nyinaa no yɛaka yɛn ho abom na yɛdi dɛm adwumaso no a ɔte dam no osana ndɛ ikɔ baabi a awɔre mpo de kagye a ɔse o yɛnkɔ community center na yɛnkɔ ne yɛnkɔ dɛm ade wɔ hɔ yankoma yɛastarte yɛmfi sa nti ɔdi obi no so kra no yɛsrɛ aban na mboa a ɔbɛba abɔboa hen ma sabi hen community center no yɛ gyanan na yɛn akwan a asase ni nyinaa no wɔbɔboa madam yɛma ɔse dɛm ni nyinaa no yame ayɛ adom wɔaboa hen me ni nyinaa no akɔyi ama hen
ɛmɛ yɛn youth no wodwuma bebree di wɔ mu yɛn yɛaho keka na ɛbɛma ne ɔman no pɛ sɛ ɔyɛ bia ɛbɛyɛ yie sɛ yɛn youth no yɛte da dwumadi bi anu a wɔbɛdi wɔ kuro no mu a ɔbɛyɛ yie nti mesrɛ me youth a wɔte dɛ ma ho a wɔnyi nsɛm ho a wɔndu me nyinaa dɛ wɔde wɔn ho bɛhyɛ mu wɔbɛma dwumadi bi a wɔde wɔ kuro wei mu wɔbɛma ayɛ ahiade ama wɔn na wɔn kakra a wɔwɔ biara wɔde aba yɛde asɔpɔto ɔman gyinankoma aban n'aso ate dɛ dwumadi bi a ɔhyɛ ase wɔ gyinankoma ha no ɔnwie nti ɔdɔ ɔbɔsɔ ɔdɔ ma hɛn na dwumanti no ɔtum nya dwumadi no dɔmfa so ɔyɛ toilet na ɔne community center yɛahyehyɛ community no yɛn a na yɛyɛ so far aban mmɔboae nti yɛbɛsrɛ aban dɛ ɔno nso ɔde ne mboa kakra wɔba abɔsɔ yɛn mu na yɛtum yɛwie community center no na agyanan bia nso a aban bɛstarte ɔno nso aka hɔ no nso ɔyɛ ahwɛ na yɛtum yɛwie
ankuru biara especially moma ama abɔhwɛ nkanka da wubɔfo yi yɛsrɛ mu na momfa nto NGOs no bi wɔ anyim yankoma yɛyɛ pagyankɔre nanso ayɛ dzen ma yɛn osan na adwuma biara yia yɛn nyinaa ntoboa na yɛde yɛ na ma NGOs biara a wɔwɔ na ɔpɛrɛ wɔba abɔboa yɛn biara wɔma yɛasota a meyankopɔn no yɛbɛtu amirika ne yɛhyɛ wɔn kwan na wɔaba abɔboa yɛn meyɛ community center akɔyɛ ɔda ama yɛn
ye jina we suna kasiyabwa yeboa no ye DC ewa hase ne mum yemfa seda ema wone pama atade eheme TMC Fashion Center ewa amasaman abias number betimi afa won enie 024 030 84 8437 024 030 8437 ofra one bedjo so atade bia no wo hwe etimi epam edia mejeso ene wie ene garaganto lady ohene wa kase bo ahene yadamu nyina ase ama moni hwe wie